Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are you? Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I reviewed the JEFFREE x MORPHE collab and all of the brushes and the sponges that they came out with. I gave my opinion on the entire packaging, the brushes, how they felt, the sponges, how they performed and everything like that. So if you guys want to see how good it blended out, how bad some of the brushes were. And I'm for sure gonna make sure to spill the tea on these brushes because, you know, your girl doesn't have a big following, so I'm not getting paid to do this review. It's all coming out of my pocket, so I'm gonna give you guys my 100% truth. So please keep on watching if you're interested in watching the review. This is called Amori. Right now it's almost midnight and she's tired of our bullshit. Amori, say hi to the followers. Okay, keep on watching the video. Hey guys, so I'm back with the makeup tutorials. I really hope you guys enjoy it. I literally ran to the Morphe store today, as you guys can tell. I only went for one thing, but as you guys can tell, I didn't just buy one thing. I literally just went for the Morphe and Jeffree Star sponges because I honestly thought they were a bomb deal. And I ended up getting 2 of those, but I'm going to show you guys like everything else later. And I obviously bought the brushes that we're going to be testing out today. And excuse my ratchet setting. As you guys can tell, I'm barely starting to film in my apartment, so the whole setup is going to be changing up here and there, and it's going to look a little ratchet, but it's okay. So let's get started with the video. So let me start off by saying that when I damped the beauty sponge, look how big of a difference it is. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell, like this is huge. Like it like multiplied its size by like 2 times. It's like a huge difference, which is pretty good. I like when I have big sponges, but if you're more into like the beauty blender type of size, this is much bigger. So this kind of looks like the Real Techniques, like the body sponge. And then just to compare, this is how big the little sponges got. So kind of like half of this, like that. So just letting y'all know. Let me start off by putting on a primer. I know my setup is really ratchet. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I kind of ran out of primer a couple of days ago or weeks ago, but I've been too broke to go back to the store, and I've been too lazy to go back to the store, so I've been using this Maybelline like Master by Face Studio primer that I've had for like a minute, and I just took it out of my makeup things and I was like, okay, let me just use that, and it's actually been working really good. All right, so we're gonna open up the brushes. The packaging is super nice, and I feel like I can put all of my brushes in it. It's kind of like the Jaclyn Hill box, like that you can just lay out. Like, it's a very nice box. Here are the brushes, and they come in a set. So here are the brushes, all 6 of them are right here. I thought it was 7. Oh my god, yes, it's 7. I'm so sorry, y'all. So here are all 7 brushes. And so I just want to let y'all know that from the feel of them, the pink ones seem a lot more synthetic than the white ones, and they just feel kind of cheap in my opinion. Like, they kind of remind me of the Kylie Jenner brushes that she dropped about a year ago. I purchased those and they were literally like dollar store quality, but I'm just saying, like, these feel so cheap. And oh my god, I don't know if you guys can see this, but they're like taking out so much like dirt out of them, which is kind of weird. They just feel really cheap, but honestly they feel really smooth, really nice. So I'm pretty interested on how these pink ones are gonna perform. If you guys want to take a look at the design, okay, you can see like there's a Jeffree Star and Morphe logo right there, and that's in every single one of the brushes. So half of my face I'm gonna do with the Morphe brushes, and then half of the other face I'm gonna do with the sponges. And some of the brushes I'm going to go in both sides of my face, like the eyebrow one, because I'm not going to use a sponge for my eyebrows. Overall, the feel of the brushes are very nice. Kind of cheaply on the pink ones, but very oh my god, oh my god. Overall, Jeffree killed it on the presentation. They look very nice, very high-end, very cute brushes to add to your collection. I'm gonna put in the primer like this. So since I don't want to wet the brushes because I really have a specific use for them, I'm just gonna keep on doing the primer with the sponge. Okay. Now, before I do my makeup, I want to make this an actual tutorial also. So Glam Glow Lip Plumper, I use this before I do any makeup so that when I'm done with everything, my lips are already plumped. And Lord, this thing works, but it burns. Now we're gonna start on our eyebrows. This is the most exciting part. I'm gonna use the Jeffree Star, the brush that it comes with. It has this spoolie on the side and then the little slanted tip. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's leaving a lot of like undistributed product in my eyebrows, and it's very hard to get the product to just go on super evenly, but not impossible. This eyebrow went on a lot smoother than this one, so I think it's just me, but the product was kind of hard to distribute there and not as hard here, so I think you just need to get a hang of the brush, maybe play around with it a little bit, and it'll work just fine. I'm going to clean up my eyebrows because this eyebrow, let's just admit it, it looks fucked up. Thoughts on the eyebrow brush? I like it. It's not like, hold up, let me clean up my concealer a bit because I look like crazy talking to y'all. So overall thoughts on the eyebrow brush, I like it. It's not like the best out there, but I like it. It does a pretty good job. I really like this spoolie. It really smooths out the product all around, so if the brush doesn't get it, the spoolie will. I feel like Morphe has very similar brushes to this, but the packaging, the feel of the spoolie is very good. So it's a good brush. This brush passed the test. All right. So now let's move on to eyeshadow, I think. So I'm just gonna put on concealer all over my eyes. And I'm gonna do this using this brush right here. This one is the JS3. I didn't even know they had names, but if you notice them right there, right below Morphe, you can notice it right there. It says JS3. I'm using a couple of colors from the Morphe 35B palette and all that kind of colorful stuff. Wow. Wow. That was really good. That was really good. It blended it out so good. What? That was so quick too, and look, it like took nothing on the brush. The brush has like almost no product. That was so good. Oh my god, I'm so impressed. The pink brushes might be a go. Oh my god, I cannot believe. Because when I pulled up to the Morphe store, I honestly was like, did he really do what Kylie Jenner did? Did he really do that? But no. No, this is much better. This is much better. We might have something here. We're gonna use the only two brushes to make this look. Very simple look. I'm gonna use the Carly by Belle with BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm gonna use the shade right here with the JS6. JS5, and we're gonna use this color right there, and we're gonna blend this out. Okay, I got it to blend it out quite a bit. This brush packs on the shadow very nicely, and look, you just tap off the axis and barely anything comes out of the brush. The JS5, the pointy brush, as you guys can tell, a couple of hairs are already kind of flying on the brush. I don't know if you guys can pick it up on camera, but a couple of brush bristles right there are already going up on me. You have to hold the brush a little bit upward for it to blend nicely. You can't really do it like this. Work with the brush the brush doesn't work with you, girl, you gotta work with the brush. Kind of left like a harsh line in the middle, but overall blended the eyeshadow kind of nicely. I don't hate it, but I'm not loving it. Okay, so I cleaned up the eyebrow brush, and now I'm gonna take the Morphe, now I'm gonna take the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade Blow Pony, and I'm just gonna make a quick liner. So now I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye, and I'm gonna put on my lashes, and I'll be right back. Meanwhile, my camera's charging so that I can finish this tutorial pretty early, so I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back and I have my lashes on and I finished this eye. So just in case you guys are wondering, the lashes that I used are Cocoa lashes in the style Venus. So cheap lashes, super cute, only ones that I wear always. So now to the rest of the face and the tutorial, or the review, or the video, I don't know. I'm gonna do my concealer and I'm gonna use the bigger sponge that comes in the set of 3. Actually, I think it's the same size, I think. I thought there were 2 different sizes. Oh my god, let me check. Yeah, I think they're the same. Okay, so I'm gonna use the little sponge with the Tarte concealer, Shape Tape concealer, and I'm just gonna put this under my eye and blend it out with the sponge, and then on the other side I'm gonna use the brush. The sponge is actually really nice. It blended out the product quite nicely and it didn't suck up much product at all. I feel like it's a little harsh on the face, like I kind of feel like I'm hitting my face. For those girls who are on a budget, this is for sure a good dupe of the Beauty Blender little sponges. I really like these sponges. Like overall the sponges are pretty good. I'm just gonna use the same brush that we used before, the S3, and I'm just gonna put on the concealer and blend it out with the brush. Did leave a couple of lines on my concealer, but it blended out pretty nicely. As you guys can tell, the sponge did not blend out the concealer as much as the brush. So like the concealer looks like it went all the way down here with the brush and only went up here with the sponge. So this brush seems to expand the product a lot more and spread out the product more evenly. For foundation, I'm gonna use the NARS foundation, and I'm gonna put this in the back of my sponge just like that. And we'll just go in. Alright, so I'm done blending out the foundation with the sponge. Honestly you guys, let me try to zoom you guys in. I am so in love with these sponges. Oh my god, it blended out so beautifully. It kept the coverage. It absorbed, I'm not gonna lie, quite a bit of the foundation, but you guys saw the acne in there. Like, it is pretty much gone. So now I'm just gonna do the other side with the brush, and I'm gonna use the JS1 brush, and I'm just gonna put the foundation in the back of my hand and then go like that. Alright, so as you guys can tell, the brush worked amazingly. I feel like it blended out actually faster than the sponge. It didn't leave any brush lines that I can tell. I mean, the blending could be a little better, but I don't know if that's just me, but I'm actually really impressed with the performance of all the pink brushes. I really like this one. As you guys can tell, like the coverage was still there with the sponge and without the sponge. I feel like it feels more heavy with the foundation on this side, but overall I really like the brush and would completely recommend this one. It blended out beautifully and it just feels good on the face. It doesn't poke you, it doesn't lose any bristles. It's pretty good. Okay, so now for the next step, I'm gonna use the JS2 brush, the powder brush, and I'm gonna use my Laura Mercier Herb powder, and I'm just gonna put this in the back. Wow, this brush feels nice. Like, these are good brushes, like I'm not kidding. He said welcome back to being broke. Now that I have my entire face set, this brush set ain't playing, y'all. This brush felt really nice on the face. It blended out the powder nicely, and I didn't even have to use all of my powder. Like, it just blended it out evenly and everywhere nicely. I feel like nothing is shiny, everything is matte. So now that we're done reviewing the brushes and the sponges, I'm just gonna finish up my face, put on the bronzer, the blush, and the highlight, and then I'll be right back once my entire face is done, and then I'll share my final thoughts with you guys. Alright guys, so now that I'm done with my makeup, I just want to give you guys my final thoughts on the Morphe x Jeffree Star collection. I really feel like the brushes are worth the hype. Honestly, they performed really well on the face. I don't have any complaints. The only one that I feel like I wouldn't go for is this eyeshadow brush. As you guys can tell, I was having a little trouble with it. It was not blending right, and I don't feel like I would go for this brush ever again. So maybe this is the only brush that I'm kind of just gonna keep in my collection but never really use out of the collection. But overall, the sponges were super good. They blended out everything beautifully. I feel like they're in a good price range for everybody. I mean, $60 for 3 different sponges. That's a pretty good price range, and then if you use a code on top of that, you can get some money off. So overall, the brush collection is pretty good. The little holder that it comes with, it's just worth it. It is kind of high up there, I'm not gonna lie. $49, and you can buy like your own set of collection of brushes at Morphe. So I don't know, I feel like these brushes are worth it, but at the same time, if you already have brushes similar to these brushes are not really gonna change up your makeup game or anything like that. They're just gonna add into your collection, but it's not really making anything different. I do like them and they do blend nicely, but I have seen this before. Alright guys, so my camera died on me, so I'm just gonna finish off the video with my phone. So overall, you guys know my opinion on the Morphe brushes. Get them if you want to support Jeffree and Morphe, but overall the collab is very good, but I don't know if it would be worth your coin yet. So I would say it is approved by me. I'm just gonna feel like Jeffree Star and be like, it's Jeffree Star approved. But guys, so make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed videos like this, and make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this type of reviews. I've never really done a review before. I feel like I have, but I just forgot. But yeah, so make sure to like up this video, comment down below what you guys want to see next, and just stay tuned for the next videos. Thank you guys.